Hey everyone, I'm just going to do a quick overview of the LG Optimus Elite for Virgin Mobile and compare it to the old LG Optimus V and just get an idea of if it's worth upgrading and just go over the basic features of the phone. So here's the LG Optimus Elite in the middle, and to the right is the Optimus V, which I upgraded from, and to the left is the third generation iPod Touch. Now all three of them have the same resolution display. The Elite's got a much nicer screen, I think, than the old Optimus. So here's that. So here you can see the Optimus Elite is a lot thinner than the Optimus V. I was surprised. So much thinner and just a little thicker than the old iPod Touch third generation, which was already really thin as it was. So this is from the side. There's nothing on it. And volume buttons here. And there's no dedicated camera button or voice activated button like the old Optimus V. And all the buttons here on the front are capacitive, but very responsive. You know, it's pretty fast. And yeah, definitely much more responsive than the Optimus V. And on the top here, just a power button and you know, headphone. That's it. Alright, so let's take a look at the software. Hopefully you can see this okay on the camera. The screen is really bright, really clear. I don't know if that comes through in this video. Running Gingerbread. I actually hadn't even used Gingerbread before because I was you know, using the Optimus V. That was on 2.2. So it's pretty much the same. Some nice updates in the UI. This part is the application drawer is all the same. Notification drawer gets a little darker theme, but very responsive and snappy compared to the Optimus V. Gingerbread has a little highlight when you reach the bottom of a scroll, or the left and right of a scroll. It gives you a little hint that you're at the end. Yeah, everything launches pretty fast. It's taken me a bit to get used to the fact that there's no actual physical buttons, but I'm liking it so far. Maps opens. I recently updated everything. When you first get this, you're gonna have to update a bunch of applications, but they launch really, you know, pretty good. Camera launches really quick, and it's got tap to focus, which I like, and it works really well. Pictures so far are pretty good. So and you've also got video, and you know, you can rotate, etc. So it's a much better camera application. They also have the option of doing filters and you know, other stuff like that, which wasn't there in Froyo. Alright, so here are the two side-by-side, Optimus V on the right and Optimus Elite. So these two are both at the medium brightness using the power control widget. And the screen on the Optimus Elite I just think is a lot nicer. It only has the same resolution, 320 by 480. I was thinking it was going to look terrible, but actually when you see it in person, it's really not that bad. And the colors are really crisp and bright. I also always felt the Optimus V, the colors seemed very oversaturated and not as true to life. And on Optimus Elite, I feel like they're a little more realistic, but they still really pop. Okay, this is the new Manage Applications screen and Gingerbread. It's a little different. It says it gives you the internal storage and how much is remaining free. On the box, Virgin Mobile, it says it's a 4 gigabytes onboard storage, but when I look here, it gives me a couple different figures. Here there's 632 free with 258 used, so about a gig. And then if you go into internal memory, again, there's another, you know, 2 gigs. So, you know, if you put everything together, there's about 3 accounted for. from what you can see in the operating system, I'm guessing takes up some more space. So all in all, you're not going to actually have access to use all 4 gigs, but unlike, our old friend Optimus V, you're not going to be running out of space every 5 minutes. I had to pretty much uninstall all the apps and really keep thinking about what apps to install or what apps to keep. So in this one, you're not going to have that problem. So it answers a couple of the issues from the Optimus V, which was very low onboard storage, so you're always trying to uninstall apps and watch how you get low storage warnings. And this also has a faster processor, 800 megahertz, and I do notice it's snappier. I don't know if it's because of Gingerbread as an operating system, or if it's because it really is due to the faster processor. And I think it has the same amount of RAM of 512, so you're not getting a huge upgrade. It's an incremental upgrade, but you really do feel the improvement. Also, the larger screen, because the screen is larger, I find that I don't hold the phone as close to my face, and so the low resolution is like slightly less apparent than it is on the Optimus V, which is nice. Also, you have Google Wallet, make it easy for doing NFC payments. Evernote looks great on here. They recently just updated it, and it launches really fast. And generally, just a great application to have. And with the larger screen, it's just a lot easier to use. So definitely, that little extra amount of space really helps. I also wanted to mention that big positive from Virgin Mobile is that other than their Virgin Mobile Live app, which is somewhere here, they didn't install any junk applications. In the previous Optimus V, there were a few applications like Tweedroid and Wear and a few other stuff, apps that you just wanted to delete. Didn't even want to use them, but you couldn't delete them unless you rooted the phone, which I never did. So this pretty much has no, unnecessary applications. The only thing is this ID, which I don't think takes up any space unless you choose to install it. There's a file browser, Polaris Viewer, which I haven't checked out too much, but it's supposed to be pretty good. And the Virgin Mobile Live app, which I'm not even sure where that is. But yeah, I guess you don't even have to, it doesn't even come installed on the phone. So very, very stock Android build here, which is, even an improvement on the Optimus V, which was already very vanilla Android. One of the other things I forgot to mention is the sound is a lot cleaner in this new one, so a lot less distortion, and it's a little bit crisper. YouTube app is essentially the same. It hasn't changed at all, but seems to run just fine.
So my challenge to you is, what if you didn't have to do anything about anything at all?
So, yeah, you can see it works pretty well. Of course, one thing I didn't mention also is that you can see the design is really similar to an old iPhone 3GS, which is okay. Camera, LED flash, and self-portrait mirror. But because there's no button for the camera, it's a little hard to take self-portraits on this phone. You have to just memorize where the software button is, which can get challenging. There's a removable battery, etc., etc. I haven't actually activated this phone because I still have a few more days left. But I guess I can update to see how it works. But so far, it's really good. I would highly recommend it if you're upgrading from an Optimus V. Because the next phone that's going to come is apparently the HTC Evo V, and that's in a much higher price range. It's more than double the price of this. I got this for $130 at Best Buy. So, yeah, that one will have HTC Evo 4 is 4G. It's supposed to have 4G, and it's a much higher end phone with a 3D camera and stuff like that. But it's also going to be $300 apparently. So this is a great upgrade from the Optimus V users. Highly recommended.